So today is Saturday, August 31st, and this is my daily rant for the day, boo. Okay. So I haven't done a rant in what, like 2 weeks, but that don't mean that I ain't been observing. So the next few days, we just gonna be talking about everything that I observed over these past 2 weeks that I think needs to be addressed to my people. So come on in, have a seat, and sit down and shut up. Okay, so anyway, this is the daily rant. So listen, I don't know if y'all been under a rock, but it was reported that Fatman Scoop just collapsed, right? And for those who don't know who Fatman Scoop is, that's like my generation. He was like a hype man. He would be on the bird, like he had this real distinct voice or whatever. And so he is a hip hop head, like the 40s and over type group, that demographic. Yeah, he's in that demographic. And then I didn't know this, but apparently Irv Gotti had a stroke and he walk around with a cane and he's not looking well. So this is my thing. I need to address this to my people, right? But when I say my people, I mean my age mates. I mean us that was part of the Biggie era. Come on in, have a seat, because we need to discuss some things. Because at the end of the day, health is wealth, health is important. And guess what? We are at the age now to where if we don't make changes, if we don't do what we're supposed to do, and we just keep this perpetual cycle of being unhealthy mentally, emotionally, but definitely physically, it is going to affect us. We are at the age where people start seeing strokes, heart attacks, and a lot of other health issues that can damage you and could possibly be the cause of your demise. Now, me, I've been a vegan for 7 years. I knew when I, you know, got older that I would be a vegan, holistic vegan to be exact. And I haven't been working out like I used to, like every single day, but I still been mindful of the foods that I eat. I've been mindful of the things that I think. I've been mindful of my water intake, my herb intake, and a lot of other things to keep me functioning, even though I'm not working out every day like I used to. But I'm changing that because I'm in a new place. So we're about to get back to working out. But this is a thing for my people that's over 40. Listen, eating them unhealthy foods, having them unhealthy practices, having them unhealthy habits, not moving your body, not eating sufficient fruits and vegetables, eating fast foods, eating fried toxic foods, eating chemicals, drinking soft drinks, and a lot of these other things are not good for the body. Now, my mom is 64. She's a vegan. She's a holistic vegan. And we were talking yesterday, and she was like, she has friends that say that their doctor manages their things like diabetes or their ailments, right? And she was like, listen, managing doesn't sound like it's healing, right? So she was like, no, I don't want my doctor to manage my sickness. I need my doctor to either heal me or keep it moving, because managing means you keeping me on payroll, right? And we need to really be mindful of what this really means. Because we are at the age now to where you go to the doctor say, oh, you got high blood pressure, and now you on high blood pressure medicine for the rest of your life, which is damaging your liver and your kidneys. So you have to be very, very mindful of how you take care of yourself, especially at this age. Now, granted, we should have been doing this in our 20s and 30s. That's what we should have been doing. Me, I was holistic in my 20s and 30s, but a lot of people were not having this mindset in their 20s and 30s. So realize, people, if you do not take care of yourself and you still keep living that lifestyle, like especially being in the industry, to all my fellas in the industry, all that drinking, all that smoking, all that not working out, all that not being mindful, all that eating bad foods is going to catch up with you. It's going to catch up with you. And for my ladies, we cannot abuse our body. We cannot continue to eat these bad foods, not work out, and stress, and think it's not going to cause long-term effects. And we are at the age to where if we ain't made that decision 10 years ago, if we ain't making the decision today to change, it's going to mess you up in your 50s and your 60s. So y'all need to really, really realize, like, look what's happening. Look what's happening. I remember when Nate Dogg got sick, right? And they had me on the PR team to help raise money to pay for an operation. They never came up with the money. He needed $50,000. They never came up with the money. The day that they did come up with a decision was the day that they announced that he died. And I really thought about it, like, It was a lifestyle. It was the lifestyle, you know. And I just want to tell you this. I don't care if your mama, your uncle, your sister, your cousin, your elders had diabetes. That is not a hereditary disease. What it is in the aspect of when it comes to food, because I'm not going to talk about, diabetes from childhood or people, because my father, I don't know the types, but I do know that there is a form of diabetes and high blood pressure that comes from the foods and the habits that you have. So stop thinking, oh, well, I'm destined for diabetes. If you do the same thing that your parents or grandparents did, the foods, the non-activity, the mindset, then yeah, you are going to get this thing. But there are so many different options. There's so many different ways where you can beat that. Now, I'm not saying that, some people say, certain diseases run in their family. Well, if you know that cancer or diabetes or high blood pressure or any type of these things runs in your family, don't that mean that you should be actively doing the things to make sure that you are not susceptible? Because there's a certain checklist that you have to say, if you do this, you're going to get this. If you don't do this, you're not going to get that, right? So if you know that there are certain things that are prone to happen to you because of what's going on in your family, then you need to make your change and you need to say, okay, I'm not going to do these certain things, or look and observe the habits and the mindsets and the foods that the family members that did have those issues, look what they did, and then say, I'm going to do the exact opposite. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm just, what I'm saying, a 45-year holistic vegan that's been living in this world and observing and peeping and seeing what's going on around the world. And realize that a lot of these countries, i.e. Turkey, i.e. Dubai, they have a lot of natural medicines, a lot of herbs that you could take. You can go to the pharmacy and get herbs, but they also have herb shops, and it's like a lifestyle. And I love it. So let Fatman Scoop, let Irv Gotti be a note to yourself for my late 30s, 40s, and 50-year-olds. But 50, you should already be on this type of time. But 40-year-olds and 30-year-olds, get it together. Make that change. Holistic vegan. Now, everybody don't want to be a vegan. I get it. But you could be holistic. You could be mindful. You could work out. And you can strive to be the healthiest version of yourself. So that's my daily rant for today. I'll be back with more tomorrow. I just wanted to make this video to address y'all because it's been a minute, boo. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.